Yes. Hi there. Hope you're fine, happy and safe. I was looking for gerund and infinitive. When to use them and what are the differences? Many people asked me about this. When and why and how to use infinitive or gerunds. That's what we'll be studying today. Please bear with me. We're going to talk about verbs followed by gerund, then verbs followed by infinitive, and then we're going to have a little exercise at the end to check your understanding. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to start with no more delays with this very common example. Let's read it and see. I stopped smoking. I stopped to smoke. What's the difference? Is it the same or is it different? We're going to find out in a minute. Meanwhile, let's have a look at what we mean by gerund and what we mean by infinitive. So the first thing we have here is smoking, and of course you know smoking, the verb is smoke, and we've got smoke plus ing. This ing, that's what is gerund. Alright, and it is made of verb plus ing. The second thing, I stopped to smoke, so again this is the verb, plus to, this is called infinitive. However, you should bear in mind that there are two infinitives, two types of infinitive. So the first one is full infinitive. It is made of verb plus ing, or bare infinitive, without to. Verb without to. So here we're going to say to smoke is full infinitive. Bare infinitive, simply just the verb smoke. We're going to start the first part. Let's get started, and we're going to find out the main situations and cases in which we use gerund. So we're going to talk about gerund. Just to remind you, gerund means verb plus ing. So we've got here two cases. The first one is very simple. Whenever you have a proposition, we use the propositions are followed by gerund. All right. So propositions, of course, we mean these, right? In, to, for, on, of, about, etc. There are other propositions. So let's study these examples. The first one. We talked about going to the movies. The second one, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. The third, I apologize for being late. Now, let's find out first the gerund, okay? So, gerund in the first sentence, of course, is going. The second sentence, hearing. And the third, being. So we've got the verb plus ing. The verb plus ing. The same thing over here. Now the question, why do we have here gerund, not infinitive? Simply because we have prepositions. Now where are the prepositions? For the first one we've got about. The second one we have to. And here we have for. Please, I'd like to draw your attention to this because a lot of students are making mistakes at this level. So we say, I'm looking forward to hearing. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to meeting you. So it should be with ing. Okay? Now, the second part. There are some verbs, they are exclusively followed by gerund. Let's give first an example. I enjoy watching TV. I avoid staying up late at night. I go fishing, or I go swimming, or I go hunting, etc. Okay, so let's again find out the gerund. So for the first one we have the verb watch, watching, stay, staying, fish, fishing, swim, swimming. All right, so for the verbs for this one we have enjoy, avoid. When you have such verbs, so these are some other examples. When you have keep, we say keep going. We say finish writing, finish doing your homework. Quit smoking, quit doing that given thing. Quit, stop means stop. Avoid, mind, give up. So all of these verbs, and there are of course other verbs, we use after them, we use gerunds. So we cannot say, for example, I enjoy to watch. That's not correct. We cannot say avoid to stay. We say avoid staying. All right? Now go fishing, etc. These are used to talk about free activities or free time activities. Now we're going to move to the second part, and we're going to talk about when to use infinitive instead of gerund. Welcome once again. We're going to carry on with the second part when we talk about the use of infinitive. Okay, so number one, there are some verbs after them we use full infinitive. Let's say a couple of examples. The first one, I hope to see you again. I promise to be there. I expect my friends to pass. So as you can see here, the verbs. Where are the verbs here? So for the first one, this is it. Hope, promise, expect. Now the verbs that are following these verbs are to see, to be, to pass. So you can see that all of them, they are in full infinitive. Okay? Now here are some other examples you can use. So all of these verbs, they are followed by full infinitive. Plan, agree, want, decide, would like, refuse, intend, need, advise somebody, tell, seem. Right, for intend, sometimes we use gerund as well. All right, let's move on to the second part. There are some verbs, they are followed by bare infinitive. Bare infinitive, of course, we don't use to. The first one, I made my kids do their homework. Don't let your kids use smartphones. We must stay at home. So the first one, of course, made, that is make. This is the passive make. So when we have the verb make, we have, it is followed by bare infinitive. Next, when we have let's, it is followed by bare infinitive. Then when we have modal verbs, we must stay at home. So all modal verbs, they are followed by bare infinitive. Modal verbs like may, can, could, must, should, will, shall, etc. All of these, they are followed by bare infinitive. Okay, the last part. There are some adjectives or adjectives, they are followed by full infinitive as these examples. The first one, we say, it's nice to hear from you. It's nice, this is the adjective, and it is followed by full infinitive. It's difficult to find true friends. Difficult, this is adjective, and is followed by full infinitive. All right, so this is it for the second part. Now we're going to move to the first question. I stopped smoking. I stopped to smoke. What's the difference? Are they the same or are they different? Let's come together and see. Let's have a look. So, I stopped smoking. That simply means the activity of smoking is going on. All right? It is taking place all over here till one day or one moment you decided to stop, to put an end to this activity of smoking. So there's a full stop there. Okay, so that's the first one. I stopped smoking. All right, and of course it goes with any other activities. I stopped going to school because of coronavirus. I stopped making new friends because I don't believe in friendship. This is just an example, okay? Let's move on to the second one. I stopped to smoke. I'm going to give you this example. Imagine here, I'm driving the car, then I get tired, so I decided to stop. And I decided to stop because I want to take a cigarette and smoke it. So the activity that is the original one is driving the car. But at a given moment, I said, okay, I need to stop now because I feel very tired. I need a cigarette. So I stopped the car and I took a cigarette and started smoking. So that's the meaning of I stopped to smoke. And it, of course, has a huge different meaning from I stopped smoking. So here you see the importance of learning when and when not to use gerund or infinitive. Now we're going to move to the exercise. So get ready, grab a pen and paper, and let's have a look at the exercise to check your understanding. Alright, now time has come to check your understanding and see if you got the point or not. So here is the exercise. Use gerund or infinitive. Let's read. He is responsible for the verb is break that glass. So this break, put it in gerund or put it in infinitive. My friend gave up, and the verb bites his nails. I decided the verb excel at English. I'll make myself the verb focus on learning. You should, and the verb is work on your public speaking skills. Now you can pause, do the exercise, and get back to get the correction. So let's do the correction. The first one, he's responsible. Well, because we've got here preposition, so we need to have ing. My friend gave up this verb. It is followed by ing. I decided, it is followed with the by infinitive. I decided to excel. I make myself, and we have the verb focus, so the verb make, it is followed by bare infinitive, so we're not going to change this. You should, and the verb is work on your public speaking skills. Now because we have modal verb, so we're not going to change the verb, it should be bare infinitive. Alright, have you got 5 out of 5? Nice! I knew it! Good luck! And thank you for clicking. Bye for now. See you in another video.